What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show. AOR here, and in today's episode, I'm going to be working around the base a little bit. I immortalized Fletcher. If you watched my last episode, you'd know who Fletcher is. But let's just say things with Fletcher didn't work out, unfortunately. He hopped off the side of his enclosure and into the lake. So that's okay. But now that the storm is sort of passing, I've got little Bessie here. Cute little baby. Aww. That's actually really, really adorable. I am a huge fan of that. Let's get, see if we can feed him. There we go. 1% progress. Nice. It's a bummer that he's matrixing through the bed, but that's okay. It's the thought that counts. I want to keep this feed on me. Let him kind of rest here a little bit, do his thing. Says he's sleepy. I'm sure he's very tired after going through space. I don't know if he's gonna try to follow. He is. Okay. Well, I guess he can hang out with me in here. I think can move. Okay, this thing is actually really cute. Wow. Hoping to get a lot of milk from this guy. Woman. Cow. I think I've got a pail somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But, yeah, I'm going to be basically stacking the concrete mixer full of all the resources, because I want to finish up some things around the exterior of the base. And then my plan is to build in this smallish area, kind of like a courtyard. And then I'm thinking of expanding the base like a temporary portion here. Silly cow. Come on in here. Whoa. Thing can really move. Yeah, I'm curious to see if actually I might just keep him in here full time. That's adorable. Man. Okay, anyway, sorry. Yeah, I've got some plans for around the base that I wanted to finish up. And then I also want to knock on a mission, because I've been really into those lately. And I've noticed that the tech tree is directly affiliated with mission progress. So certain items will have like this little red star, and it tells you which mission for which, like Olympus, Styx, Prometheus, it tells you which one you need to complete to actually unlock these different blueprints in the tech tree. So I'm kind of curious on some of these for sure, and I want to try them. So all that to say, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Thank you for watching these, and as always, I hope you will all enjoy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with what a cutie. Getting some crafting supplies over into this concrete mixer. I've got some stone in here, but I'm gonna need a lot more than that. So I'm gonna go ahead outside with my pickaxe and grab hella stone. I noticed the water supply is dipping pretty low. So I'm gonna go ahead and just run my water pump. I chuck some ice in there just to get rid of it basically. But yeah, I'm just gonna run that water pump, fill this bad boy back out because it dipped pretty low. So gonna head outside now. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this island before. I've started crafting concrete, but there used to be a lot of stone piles in here. And I'm definitely running out of stone on the island. But fortunately, there's a lot more just off of the like little island that I'm on. So I'm not worried about stone. There's heaps of it everywhere. But yeah, I'm just gonna grab tons of stone, chuck it in there. Little Bessie's improving quickly. We might actually just be able to watch it evolve into its next stage here pretty shortly. But I've got the concrete mixture going, making lots of concrete, all the concrete in fact, so that'll be good. Let's get some post outside. Little Bessie's still going, 87%, 88%. Any time here now. Bessie's gonna be a full-grown adult. Then I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this thing. We can't have Bessie getting out. So my first thought is to put a half piece here, and then I basically crouch to get through here into the enclosure. But yeah, Fletcher, I don't even know. Fletcher just hopped out and was like there in the water. So I might tear out these walls and make them into full-size walls. I don't know. I'm struggling to stay interested in keeping animals here on planet. I really love the idea of doing that. It's just I'm struggling to find a good way to do it, to be honest. So anyway, I'm gonna start laying these posts here. It's really helpful with clearing the foliage, I can tell you that much. Wonder how far out this way I can go. We're basically gonna be able to go about here, I think. That's even underground. So this piece will probably be the only one above ground. It's probably not much further than this for our courtyard. Yeah, it's tricky because it was saying in reading through here, these seeding carts, the mounds you make will resist tier 2 storms. So that sounds interesting. Seed harvesting attachment. Whoa. Is there another storm already? Huh. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like this would be kind of a cool thing to delve into. And there's a cart. Seeding cart. And there's also this like wooden cart used for moving super heavy cargo. I think it's awesome. Like I think this stuff is great. Seeding cart, watering cart, harvesting cart. Like all of that sounds incredibly rad to me. However, I cannot for the life of me figure out how to keep these mounts alive. So, oh. We have a full cow. What's up? Clover is actually a cute name, but I'm gonna go with Bessie. Oh, let's do a capital B. Some respect on Bessie. There we go. Bessie's a little cutie. She's a big cow. Damn. Okay, let's go ahead and make that concrete half piece. I might even have one made already. I do not. So I'll do this half piece. And then once she's in the actual enclosure, I'm basically gonna install this half piece, thereby kind of locking her in, if I'm being honest. But I just genuinely don't see any other way that we keep her alive and in this enclosure. So we'll let her in. She's already got food going in here, and I'll make up the seed animal feed. I don't know if that's like 1 space in stomach, maximum stamina, stamina generation, heat and cold resistance. Yeah, I was like reading through these. I'm not sure if there's like a preferred one for cows. I honestly don't actually think it matters. So I'm just gonna go with this seed feed. Maximum 15. Damn, this stuff is expensive, bro. Okay, and while that's getting crafted up, go ahead and move Bessie to follow. Follow me, Bessie. Yeah, she's still pretty fast. Come on, girl. Yeah, there you go. Right into here. Your new home. Atta girl. And then I'm gonna go ahead and install that half piece. Nice. Cool. I mean, she's got a view still. And all of her foods. I put these stacks of honey in here. I'm sure she'll probably still eat it. I don't actually know that for sure. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna move the feed over now. And then I'm gonna take her off of follow. Just go to wander. Assigned only. Cool. Then we'll add her to these. Toss her food in. And yeah. I guess we'll just see how Bessie goes. But I honestly think, unfortunately, this is the only way I can keep her in there, to be honest. Yeah. So I'm going to go check on her in a little bit. But I'm going to just craft some more concrete pieces. So for these pieces, I'm kind of thinking I'll just lay them where I can, basically. I only made the 4 just because I wasn't sure how far out I'd be going. But I'm kind of thinking of like laying concrete pieces into here. And because it'll be like built into the ground, they're obviously going to be pretty structurally intact. Then I'll probably do 1 here, 2, 3, 4, just to extend it out a tiny bit. But even that's like kind of a lot, so maybe just these 1, 2 pieces. Hi, Bessie. Man, she sure is sleepy. I'm gonna find where I put that milk pail. I have no idea where that thing went. It's not in there. It's not in here. I did bring a lamb down. That's pretty cool. Where on earth is that thing? I'm not sure where it would have gone. Huh. It's in the foundry. Ah. Milk pail. Sweet. If this works the way I think it does, we should be able to milk Bessie. Hey girl. Can I milk you somehow? I wonder if that's a skill. Coziness. Large stomach. Coziness bonus. Interesting. 5% less resources consumed per producing milk. Interesting. Bunch of food buffs. Oh, here we go. Milk produced. Increases milk production. Huh. Okay. But is it like an automatic thing? Coziness bonus? More coziness bonus. Regeneration. Resources consumed per producing milk. So I don't know if it's like a skill we have to unlock first, or if it's just something we can do. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, she has been added. Allowed only list? Yeah, assigned only. Well, I guess we'll circle back on that one. Give her some time to do her thing. But I'm gonna check on the farm. So here's the thing, right? I've got hella wheat going, and I've been able to get a lot of it from just those 4 plots. But it seems like the seeds, like producing seeds, is going to be the biggest struggle for me. So with this Icarus sickle, I've noticed, yeah, you can get seeds basically every swipe, which is kind of nice. But it's still not very much. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this guy. 5 seeds. 5 more. 4 more. 9. Did I do that math right? There's 5, 5, 9, and 9? I don't know. Not very much though, right? So my thought was, okay, I'll create this little seed extractor bench. Still pretty expensive, actually. Like, it seems like you'd have to grow a lot of one of these other types of fruit in order to lower the amount required. Because, like, the game obviously knows, right? I've got 227 wheat from just those 4 plots. So I think the game knows that, like, yeah, this is a mass producing, let's call it vegetation, and so it's going to require more to get 1 seed. But like, you got an avocado, for example, it's just a 1-to-1, which is super nice. Same as the coconut. But yeah, so I'm gonna toss these in here real quick. Just kind of let it do its thing. It looks kind of creepy, honestly. Anyway, I don't know how it's automated, but it is. Requires no power. You literally just drop it in there and then it makes you seeds. So I'm gonna grab these and the wheat seeds I got. Let this do its thing for a bit. And try to make more of that seed feed. Hi, Bessie. Craft it up. 7. Yeah, so it's kind of a, I don't know. I would say that process is kind of expensive, in my opinion. But if it works out well, then yeah, we'll basically have like kind of a revolving door for Bessie's food, which is nice. I'm gonna go out on the roof and just check on things up there. I've shut these off just because the storms are rolling through. Do we take any lightning strikes? Nope. Oh, we did take 1 or 2 on this guy. Everything else doing okay though. Yeah, seems like it. Oh, it's funny too because this week's update that came out just yesterday. There's a new new sheriff in town when it comes to running pipes on electrical wiring. So to demonstrate this for you guys, since the update, it's kind of funny actually, I had just done all of the repiping and rewiring for this entire base, which is quite large. Like, for some perspective, okay, I wired this entire base with pipes, wiring, same thing with the stable and the chicken coop. Very extensive wiring and piping, as I would claim. The same goes for the greenhouse. Excuse me, the greenhouse also required a lot of wiring and plumbing. Like, look at that. All of that was done with just, anyway, yeah, all of that was pretty intensive, but I just thought it was funny, kind of ironic. Like, you can obviously see all the wires and pipes that I've been running all over the base, which I will say I have noticed, I wouldn't say significant, but I used to be able to run like 120 to 130 frames per second. Now I'm kind of hovering between like 80 and 90, depending on how close I am to the base. Obviously, a lot of that's going to have to do with not just the spline of the pipes running and like the physics, the deployables around the base, the textures, all of that obviously is going to affect the game in some way or another. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it still. It's still a pretty smooth gaming experience. But just to demonstrate for you guys, so you can either run a straight line or you can change it to be curved. So the first line you run is typically pretty straight. The second one, however, is not. So they made it optional, which I think is funny because, like, I don't know anyone who prefers curved pipes, but you just click a button and it changes it, which is really nice. Curved, straight. And obviously it's going to be the same thing for the electrical tool. First line is usually straight. Second line is usually curved. So again, this is, I think, in my opinion, one of the most needed quality of life improvements for the game. I cannot tell you how nice that would have been to avoid. I used to like do this method where I'd go from here to there. Oh, wrong tool. Yeah, I used to do a method where I'd go the next course to the previous course in order to get a straight line rather than continue the line, like, because it starts to curve, right? I would just do, like, for example, let's do this with the curve. Let's do here. Versus now with the straight, you can just go there to there. Oh, interesting. You cannot connect. Whoa. If I make it curved. Okay, it's the same thing. It just won't let me connect it. But yeah, obviously you can see the implications there. It is just, in my opinion, it's just far superior. Like, I would never use the curved if it were up to me ever again. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete all of these. Anyway, that's the new update. Let me pull up which update exactly. Week 195. Super huge. Yeah, in my opinion, it's pretty great. They also had, let me read this to you guys. They limit the maximum length of the prospect names, improve visuals during rain weather events, which is nice, including rain droplets running down the HUD, optimize the lava river lights draw distance on the lower effects quality setting to increase performance, and then just announcing a new autosave customization for next update that will be able to define the time between autosaves when playing Icarus. So rather than wait the standard 1 minute here in the save status, you can actually dictate the intervals for game saving. I assume a longer duration between saves makes it a little bit more stable, but I don't actually know that for sure. I'm kind of thinking that Bessie's level 2 by now. She ought to be. Nope, she's definitely not. Has she been eating though? I don't know. I'll just commit this to memory. 14. Let's see if she eats. She's not eating. She has 66% food. Girl, what's going on? Oh, she is eating. Oh. Nice. Why aren't you drinking water, though? This is ready to milk. Well, I have a milk pail. It works. Press F to milk. Interesting. Bestiary unlocked. Press J. Let's see what it says about cows, shall we? Olympus. Forest, I assume. It's not under items, is it? I guess I'm just scrolling through here to find cows. Wow. There's a lot in here. Chickens, cattle. Here we go. Okay. 1% creature unlock. Ooh. Fascinating. %. So it seems like the more we interact with Bessie, the more this will unlock and kind of inform our decision-making process. But yeah, it seems like once she eats, she's basically ready to milk. I got quite a bit of milk from that just there. So let's take a look at recipes, because I know that's what I'm dying to see. So we have the milk, about 2,000, I'm gonna guess quarts, not liters, because that's ridiculous. Oh, 3 hours until spoiled. So I'm gonna want to put that in the deep freeze, probably, because that's wild. But what's required for milk? Let's see here. Water. Bread, honey, water, bread. Oh, butter. Cream. Okay. Milk. So we need soybeans and beeswax. I have a crap ton of those. Beeswax. I'm just gonna pick out a couple of these planters. Thinking this guy, that guy. For the soybeans. Deploy. Let's grab us some fertilizer. That'll help speed things up a bit. Toss that back in. Yeah, it kind of makes me nervous. 3 hours until spoiled. I wonder if we lose that modifier though. If it's in the deep freezer. Let's pull out the... let's pull out the berries. Throw... oh. Throw our milk in there. At least until we can get some soybeans going. And then yeah, I think that'll be good. Basically makes cheese, which needs soybeans. What else requires milk? There's gotta be more than that. Milk. Strawberries and cream. That makes sense. That would require milk. But it doesn't. How do we make cream? Is it even in here? C-R-E. Berries and cream, cream and corn. Huh. Must be in a different taste. Do we make it in here? Let's type it in. Cream. No. Huh. Oh, what about the material processor? There it is. Interesting. Milk and animal fat. So we're going to need a crap ton of animal fat in order to make cream. Let's grab that milk back out. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Okay, so we have animal fat and we have milk. So let's see if it stacks. Oh. That requires a lot of milk. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, the good thing is that we can very easily get rid of all that milk. So that's nice. We got a flash storm coming. I'm going to turn off the water supply. Don't need that on. And we're going to turn off those wind turbines. Cool. Whoa. That was intense. Okay, so let's check on the soybeans. We don't need these on us anymore. My sickle. Oh, they're not even close to being halfway. I'll give those a little bit more time. I've made a little bit of room in the deep freeze. That storm is going crazy out there right now. Just absolutely psycho. Yeah, so we've made cream, which is good. I think I'm gonna pick out a few more. I've got heaps of different seeds. So I'm gonna pick out a few more plants based on some recipes here that I'd like to try making. I think carrots would be cool. It gives you 150% additional. Oh, excuse me, 150 points additional to maximum stamina. 20% increased projectile damage, which is dope. Especially because I run the pistol and the bow and sometimes a shotgun, so that'd be nice. I was thinking, I don't know why, but I was thinking like a meat pie was a thing. I don't think it is. I really like the idea though of like canning meals, especially ones that are going to give me like the craziest buffs, because like they literally have no expiration. So like So my stamina bar right now, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like the lower portion of my screen here. But watch what happens when I drink this beer. Bro, look at that buff. That's crazy. And then if you just add like, I don't know, an additional meal to that. Where's those salads at? So the roast vegetables, 225 plus maximum stamina. Absolutely psycho, bro. Look at this. Look at that stamina bar, bro. I'm telling you, the food buffs are like nothing else in this game. It's absolutely psychotic. I love it. So the roasted veggies was somewhere in here, I thought. No, it's on here. Roast vegetables. So pumpkin, squash, and carrots. That is it, right? Yeah, roast vegetables. So I think it said pumpkin, squash, and carrots. Yeah, I had like every planter in there. It was like just everything I could grow. It was wild. But cheese sounds cool. I think oh, these are ready too. Let's go ahead and take those now. And then I'll turn on these two. And I'm thinking we'll put the squash, carrots. Yeah. So it's pumpkin, squash, and the carrots. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on these three. Okay, they're on. So let's do the squash here, carrots here, and our pumpkin there. Cool. And then I think these are ready to harvest as well. It's giving me a 60% debuff. I don't know what for. Probably from using the same planter or the same seed. I feel like the more times it grows in that food plot, the like less it produces basically over time is what it's saying. So nope, not that one. This one. Okay, let's toss these back in there. Yeah, this is a pretty involved and extensive process, I feel like, for what it actually is. It kind of makes me laugh sometimes. But I think I'm going to go ahead and plant new wheat in there. This one. Let's go ahead and deploy. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm basically just going to keep that in rotation because, come over here to this thing, 37. That seems rough. But yeah, I'm gonna keep those in rotation just for the sake of getting seeds, because otherwise, I mean, I could toss fiber in too. I've got some of that on me. Yeah, I really don't know what else to do for seeds besides like using this thing and just running around and grabbing as much of these seeds as I can. And honestly, it's not a bad idea, because if I stack this thing full of fiber, my inventory at least, and then collect as many seeds as I can, and then take all the fiber and toss it in that thing, it's like more seeds, right? So that honestly is like the only way in my mind I envision that working out. So pull that out, toss this in, and we're good. I think I'm actually going to keep these in here. I've been keeping it inside with me, but I think this is the way to go. I'll grab this for Bessie. She's taking a little snooze right now. Oh, it says she's ready to milk. Let's go ahead and do that. There you go, girl. Cool. Then let's toss more of this seed feed in. She doesn't seem to be eating very much. Like, I think there was 14 in there previously. So, however much she has been eating, it doesn't seem like it's been very much. But, yeah, I'll go ahead and leave her be. Man. Okay. So we've got soybeans on us. Can we make cheese? We need a lot more milk. About 2,000 mLs. What else can we make? Pastries. Make more beer. Yeah, honestly, this part is like kind of fun in and of itself. It's like there's like never-ending things to do in Icarus. There's always something. Oh, and then I was figuring with the corn that I'm not going to be eating anytime soon. I just toss it in here. Let it kind of degrade. Make some compost with it. Yeah. And then let's get some more concrete pieces, shall we? It's like I was saying before, I think I want to wrap around this way. It's kind of pointless putting that there. This one almost makes sense, but even then... Oh, I can't even get it out. No way, dude. Huh. It's like in the ground. Well, it lives there forever now. Yikes. Well, I suppose I could put one there. It's kind of a fun like walkway up to the base. But maybe one here, one there. So I'll just make a couple more pieces. Let's do two, exactly two. Yeah, it's funny to me, like, obviously I'm doing stuff off camera around the base. Trying, like, keep it to a minimum for you guys. But even that, I just feel like there's so much that can be done just around the base that unless I just, like, step away and make time to go do something else, it honestly just feels like you could always be here at base, just chilling all the time. Okay, so she should be ready to milk now. And I don't know if it's like every time she eats or is about to eat. Let's look at her skills. Oh, is the game about to crash? No, okay, cool. Okay, coziness bonus, maximum health. It seems like either way, I have to spend one perk at least to get to the other side. Less resources consumed per producing milk. Sure. So we'll do this one next, and then we'll go that way afterwards. Cool, so we'll need 3 for that one. 1, 4 for that one. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty rad, man. I have actually enjoyed Bessie very much. Also, she can't leave her an enclosure, so I think that'll be the strategy for this thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think full walls probably for the enclosure. I am literally scratching my head just contemplating how Fletcher got out. Yeah, but I don't know. I think it'd be cool. We should have enough milk now though for cheese. 100% or 100 additional points to maximum health. 10% shared experience gained. 25% health generation. I mean, like, that's cool and all, but I don't know if it's as cool as like the berries and cream. Plus 50 plus 50 to maximum health, 100 maximum stamina, 30 experience gain. Dude, that's wild. That is a wild buff. For sure. We're doing that one. Okay. Cream. We got cream. Okay, well, actually, though, this is kind of wild. So if you were to eat a jar of honey as one of your 4 food buffs, it actually stacks an additional 20% food effect duration. So that's pretty wild. That's good to know. And it adds stamina too. So if you were to do this with like, yeah, like a bottle of honey mead, or beer or wine, your buff would last like 20% longer. That's so wild. 125 maximum stamina. So in theory, you could literally do... We have to test this theory because in my head, we could have jarred honey, a beer, honey mead, and wine. Like all 4 of those as your food buffs. And you'd have like the craziest looking stamina bar of all time. I'm genuinely curious now if that is a thing. I have to know. Okay, I have a crap ton of honey somewhere. Right here. So... let's just do like, I don't know, 2. Okay, we have about a couple 5 minutes on food buffs. I'm gonna let those expire, and then I'm gonna test this theory because I have to know. I was just checking on Bessie to see if she's ready to milk again. She's not. These have been growing pretty quickly. I just reharvested all of those. Tossed the extras in here for compost. But I figure if I keep a stack of 100 of the soybeans in here, this should be more than enough for crafting things. As it is, I've already got hella food in here. So, yeah, I'm just going to try to keep making some of these interesting recipes. Pretty soon I'll be ready to do... I accidentally ate a coconut. I meant to hit the left control button to transfer it over to the compost pile, but instead I ate it. So I have to wait 8 minutes to test this theory still. So I'll bring you guys back in roughly 8 minutes. Okay, in order to collect 312 seeds, I had to collect 2, 4, 6, 8 thousand, 2, 4, 6, 8 thousand, 2017 fiber. Bro, that's wild. But the nice thing is, right, in theory, we should be able to grind down all of that fiber into additional seeds. So here's where we're at. We have all the fiber, all the stacks of wheat we got. I'm just gonna let this thing do its, well, thing for a while and see how much we get. Kind of seems like kind of a struggle, to be honest, to get seeds going. Otherwise, you just kind of come in here and just harvest your stuff every now and then. Actually, let me sleep real quick. It's pretty dark. Let's get up there. Go to bed. No shot. I left the thing on overnight. Damn. That used a lot of wood while I was gone. Oh well. It's still pretty dark in here. Gosh, sorry guys. Let me grab my lantern off the charging dock right there. This is pretty dark in there. Maybe I will put a light in there. I don't know, it seems unnecessary. But our squash should be ready. It is. Pumpkins. Carrots are almost back up. The wheat is almost done as well. Soybeans are almost there as well. Yeah, I wish I could, like... Can I inspect the modifiers? Okay, what is this? Plant fatigue. After harvesting this plant, it has reduced in growth speed and yield. Remove this plant and plant a new seed to remove this debuff. The effectiveness of this modifier will increase each time the plant is harvested. So, at 20% plant fatigue, you have a 20% stunted growth and a 10% decrease to crop yield. Huh. Interesting. So I wonder... I'm curious to see what 100% plant fatigue does. Does it stack more than that? I don't know. All these things and more I hope to find out soon. Okay, the wheat's done. Oh. I did. Have I been damaging these this whole time? Panel. No, those panels seem fine. This one I have. That one I have. Oh, this one. That one. Roof. Okay. Just gotta be careful with this sickle. Cool. And then I'm thinking here I'll do berries for the wine and the mixed berries too. Okay, let's toss the wheat in here for the beers. We got soybeans, hella soybeans actually. You know what? I think I am going to rip out a couple of those in there. We definitely don't need that many of them going. So let's rip out this guy. I also might move these around a little bit. I might keep these two going. Pull out this guy and that guy. I might throw the new soybean here. Oh. I pulled it up? No way. How did I do that? Well, I'm gonna have to rewire this guy. Let me just pick that back up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewire it anyway. That sucks. Anyway, let's pull this guy out. We'll get the soybean going back here in the corner. It's pretty tall anyway. I'm gonna grab the plumbing and electrical tool real quick. Should be about time to milk Bessie. It's been a little while. Hey girl. What up? Oh, she's level 2 now too. How you doing on food? You're doing good. Alright, let's see. 5% less resources consumed per producing milk. Cool. So I'm thinking we'll stack that a couple times before we move into this direction of the skill tree for her. But yeah, we'll let her nap in peace. Okay, where were we? This damn thing. Okay, so in 3. This is the one we want to remove right there. And that guy. And then put this thing back down. And then we want to rewire it to that. And then our electrical to that. Whew. Okay. So, we've got our pumpkins, carrots, squash, our berries, soybeans, strawberry. Probably need to put a strawberry there if we're going to do the strawberries and cream. Should be in here. There it is. Okay, so we want the strawberry out. Let's go ahead and plant some strawberries in there. We should probably turn this off and that off, so it's not drawing power and water the entire time. Is anything else on in here? Oh. Okay, that's on. All of these should be on, except for the ones that are obviously not being used. So, cool. Making progress around base. Yeah, honestly, it never ends. Like, you can do this for hours and hours. So, oh, let's see if we can do berries and cream. So 2 cream and 4 strawberries. Good to know. Okay. And then with the milk we do have, we should be able to make 1 cream. 1 cream. Yep, coming up. It's a good thing we have hella animal fat in here too. Pull this out. Grab our milk pail. Cool. We got some veggie oil in there and some sugar cubes. I'm not sure. Berry jam. Wild salad. 150 maximum stamina. 10% exposure resistance. 10% melee damage. Maximum stamina. Stamina consumed by all tool actions, I see. Okay. Well, we can make some berry jam. Might as well as. We got a crap ton of strawberry jam, which is cool. 20% experience gained. And then maximum staminas. Okay, I'm going to do some inventory management, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that our food buffs have expired, I think it's time to try this experiment out. Okay, so consume, 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 consume. Holy stamina bar. Dude, that is epically psychotic. That is so crazy. 100% stamina regeneration plus 125 maximum stamina. 125 maximum stamina plus 100 stamina regeneration. And then 30% additional food effect duration. Same thing, 100% stamina regeneration plus 125 maximum stamina. And again, 125 maximum stamina, and then an additional 20% food effect duration. That's like half an hour almost each of just infinite sprint. The only thing you do not get is the health. Like the health bar stays exactly the same because you're not getting the buffs for the health bar. So yeah, I guess if you're going to be like exploring the map or covering a crap ton of ground, stacking these 4 would be like a really good way to do that. Let's just test it out real quick. I'm curious because that's a lot of stamina regeneration too when you think about it. Let's just cross the bridge. I just want to get to like halfway basically. Just gonna run around the map a little bit, pull out my pistol so I run even faster. So getting pretty close to halfway. Almost there. Okay, we've passed halfway. Yeah, that recovers real fast. So, I mean, yeah, if you're going to be running across the map and just need some quick buffs to get from like where we are to the other forest biome, that is easily an employable method. Like I would 100% do that. Now if you're getting into fights, you're going to want to stack like your food buffs that will give you more health and health regeneration. But I am pretty shocked by this. This is kind of wild. And then the regeneration is even crazier. Like that's so fast. So that's pretty rad. I think overall, pretty stoked with all of that. That is good to know. I would really like to try. Here's the roast vegetables. So I think they only stack in 10s. So anything more than 10, you're just kind of wasting an inventory slot. So I'm just gonna cook 10. And then is there room? I feel like I have some in here already. I have 7, so let's do an additional 3. 3. Roasted squash, barbecue carrots, grilled pumpkin, crunchy soybean. Maximum health, health regeneration, maximum stamina, exposure resistance, melee damage, and projectile damage. Yeah, we want something a little bit more for... That's pretty cool. Projectile damage and shared experience. Wild salad. Yeah, we want more of focus on food buff for like health regeneration and health increase. Something like the cheese. And cheese is great. We just need milk. Bessie. Come here, girl. See if she's ready to milk yet. She is. She is leveling up pretty quick now too. That's great. Oh, bro, I'm blind. There's literally a milk bar. It tells you what percentage she's at for the milking. I only now noticed that. That's hilarious. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, no, that's great. Gotta give her some pats. Good girl, Bessie. How's she doing on food? Good. She doesn't eat very much, which honestly helps me to feel a little better, like knowing if I leave the base for extended periods of time, she's gonna be okay. I've decided to keep these on me because whenever I, harvest any of these plants, I want to just keep stacking the seeds that I have on me. It just seems like a good practice to do. Take those. Oh, that's not ready. I'm glad it didn't let me harvest it. Carrots are ready. Pumpkin's almost there. Soybeans ready. Strawberries are real close. I really want to make some berries and cream. Honestly, like, just a very delicious thing anyway. Okay, so 30%, 31% debuff for crop growth speed, and a minus 16% to crop yield. Again, it's not, I don't know, it's not terrible. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the fertilizer kind of counteracts that, doesn't it? Oh, okay, so it only increases by 15% crop yield. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I need to get that cream on the... I don't want the cream going bad. Oh, great. Strawberries are done. Pumpkins are nearly there. Nearly there. Squash is almost there as well. Can I harvest these now? No. These? Yep. Okay. So we got the strawberries. Damn! Bro, 68 strawberries from that one planter is insane to me. That's kind of wild. Okay. So... Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and fertilize these though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got these 8 planters. What does it actually do though? 10%? 15%. So only really up till about 30%. Because I feel like at 30%, yeah, it's 16% crop yield. So this like barely negates the effects of a 30% plant fatigue. Okay, I mean, it's not terrible. I don't know. That's kind of interesting to me. I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one. Okay, so we can do cheese. We can do cheese. Makes 5 wedges of cheese. Let's go ahead and... is that max? Yeah, okay. Oh, the cheese spoils though. 60 minutes until spoiled. Cool. Toss that in the freezer as well. Okay. And then we wanted to make 10 and 3. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if these are preserved. They're not. So I can toss those 3 on those. 10 in there. I'm conflicted because like part of me is like, okay, why don't we just keep these in mass in the freezer until we have enough to make them, and then great, we can make them. But I don't know, it just kind of stacks pretty quickly in here. But we got the cream, we got the strawberries. Let's go ahead and craft our berries and cream. Maximum stamina, maximum health, 30% experience gain. Dude, that's psycho. Let's do it. Okay. Max, we can make us 2. That's a lot of strawberries for... Well, we got it. 2 servings of berries and cream. Oh, I suppose there's mixed berries too, wasn't there? Mixed berries. 150 maximum stamina, 10% minus water consumption, and then a plus 10 experience gained. Not as cool, but still pretty rad. I'll give it that. I think I drank one. So the maximum you can stack is 12. So if I just do 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. I dig it. Okay, let's get this back on ice. Let's do cream, berries and cream, and then, I mean, we've already got 100 soybean in there. I guess we can toss the strawberries in there. Oh. There we go. Cool. Oh, the cheese. Damn. I'll pull out a bowl of the mixed berries, I think. These have been salted anyway. And then we can toss the cheese in there. Oh. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so open this up. Dump the ice. Soybeans. I think there's hella wheat in here still. I mean, we have 16 glass jars. So like we can make a few of these. 6, sure. That leaves us 10 jars. I do want to try. Was it this one? Which one does like food consumption, shared experience? 20% projectile damage. That sounds pretty rad. I thought there was like a 30 though. Experience gain critical damage. Oh, that's cool. Wow. 150 maximum health, 125 maximum stamina, 25% health regeneration, 25% experience gained, 25% critical damage. A bacon buddy. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's so many recipes in here. Kiwi fruit sorbet. 45% chance to resist cave sickness. That's nice. Saltwater fillet sashimi. 75 maximum health, 75 maximum stamina, 15% stamina regeneration, 5% exposure resistance, and 5% projectile damage. And then there's the pickled freshwater fillet, which gives you 150 maximum health, 30% stamina regeneration, 10% health regeneration, and a 20% shared experience gained. I don't know. I feel like the thing I'd like to do is just keep experimenting with these. There's honestly so much that it kind of hurts my brain. But as far as this extra food, I'm thinking of just tossing this food in here. And the wheat can just go into the grinder. Oh, can just go into the grinder. Okay, so Bessie's got a skill point we can use. I'm thinking 10% less resources consumed per producing milk. Nice. Okay. I think her next one we'll spend on this one, and then we'll open up this one here. We got a storm rolling through right now. So I think, guys, I'm gonna wrap this portion of the episode up. If you made it this far, I appreciate the hell out of you. I hope you enjoy like following me around the base, doing some base maintenance, improving some things, trying out new recipes, welcoming Bessie to the farm, and, well, the planet from cryostasis. But yeah, if you guys like this kind of episode, please hit the like button. Definitely helps to build the channel. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. It is free, and it definitely helps to support the channel. It gets the algorithm going so that other people will find this video, and it's free. It's free for you. But if you want to see more of my videos in the future, make sure to select and ring that notification bell. You'll get notified every time a video drops or I post something onto YouTube. If you made it this far, just know that I appreciate the hell out of you. I love this game. I would probably be playing anyway, but I like making these videos for you guys. So until next time, take care of yourselves. Have a good night or a good day, whichever part of the world you are right now. Take care. Bye-bye.